And now we got to focus on a bright spot.
I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
So Fox News did an interview with George Foreman. You know the boxer. You a big fan of George Foreman?
Did you ever have a George Foreman grill?
I did not.
I did.
Oh, wait, I did too.
I did.
It was given to me as a gift.
I had the very small one.
Yeah, I did too in college.
You could put like 2 patties on there.
Yeah,
It worked great.
It worked great.
The grease drained out to
It's
the
wonderful.
bottom.
So Foreman won Olympic gold in Mexico in 1968 in boxing. Now, the Olympics are going on now, and Foreman is saying things that are very different than what you hear from some of our current Olympians. This was an interview on Fox. Take a listen.
Because I've loved America all along. I've always loved America. And once you fall in love, just like falling in love with your wife, no one can say anything about it. The next night, she's my wife, and I'm going to stay. That's why you make that thing, until death do we part. And that's why nothing has ever shook my faith and love in the country. And when you love a country, nothing can bother you. If you are halfway in love, you're going to have a lot of trouble.
If you're halfway in love with America, you're going to have a lot of trouble.
I had not heard that.
It's good stuff,
You
isn't
know,
it?
if they're still making George Foreman grills,
Yeah, you need to buy one.
I'm going to go buy 1 or 2.
Look, this is about love. I think George Foreman realizes love is a choice, and that's what gives love value. He chooses to love this country, and he's gotten a lot of value from that choice. He's traveled the world. He's become a celebrity, raised up a family, been an entrepreneur. Here's one other thing, because, black athlete, you think, gosh, he must hate the police. Not at all. Take a listen to George Foreman.
Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, a few of us, even Joe Frazier, it was the police who started the PAL, Police Athletic League. They taught us how to box. They would travel from one state to another to see that we won these Golden Glove tournaments, send us off to the Olympics. I have this fond memory and love for this country and the people in this country. Nobody will ever be able to talk me out of that.
For the police were the ones who got him and Muhammad Ali and George Frazier started in boxing.
And see, I don't think people would accuse George Foreman of being an Uncle Tom.
You only do it once.
Well, I'm just saying, certainly they could make that case.
But it's not accurate.
No, but
there's no way.
Exactly. And that's, how does the left explain this? How do you explain this? I mean,
It's a real challenge to their worldview. It doesn't match their worldview. Here's one other thing that George Foreman was talking about. He's talking about how it's fashionable right now to hate America.
Every year there's a fashion that comes up. Every few years another fashion. And it's all fashionable to be anti-American. It's fashionable. And people have asked me, what are you talking about? Can't you see what was done then and what was done now? Can't you see? And I tell them swiftly, you can't talk me out of my love. Maybe you should find someone you love, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
And see, that's the other part. I don't think he's someone that would deny the history of this country.
He lived in Jim Crow.
I understand the imperfect history of this country. But this world is imperfect.
Absolutely.
And I think he realizes that. And the fact that being patriotic, that's the thing I get with people, is they say they love this country.
Right.
You can't be patriotic some of the time.
Right.
You have, like he said, when you're in love with your wife,
right.
I mean, you're in love with your wife, even at times where you may be really mad as you know what.
Right. You still got to love your wife.
Because that's the part, like he said, that's the undying love. Till death do us part. Not just when she makes you happy. Not just when your country makes you happy.
I loved what George Foreman said. You want to hear that whole interview, it's over on Fox News. And you know what? I'll post a link up on our website, AmericanGroundRadio.com. I'll post a link so you can go there.
You know, I'm a big fan of Rocky, boxing in general. Have I told you that?
You have told me that.
Can we talk about that now?
Not right now. We're out of time.